What's up, everybody?
I'm Peely.
And I'm Kenny.
And we are
JK Builders. If you're new to the channel, you should probably subscribe. And if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, helps out the channel a whole bunch, and it's always appreciated. Today we're doing a review of a brand new set, another one from round 2 of the Bricklink designer program. This time it's going to be the retro bowling alley. Peely, tell us about the box.
Well, it's 18 plus. The item number is 910013, and it is 2,793 pieces.
Thanks, Peely. So checking out the box art, it's very similar to the other Bricklink sets that we have reviewed. If you haven't checked those out, be sure to check those out as soon as you're done with this one. But it's got the white background, you got the set right here. Of course, it's from the Bricklink designer program. If you're not sure what that is, it is something that they do on bricklink.com where they actually vote on Lego ideas projects, and then you have the opportunity to buy them. Now, this one was released back in November of 2021. So if you didn't order it then, you can no longer get this set, unfortunately, unless you buy it. Unless you buy it on the secondhand market through eBay or through Marketplace or some other source. But
maybe Amazon will have it.
Yeah, and you're going to pay a premium for it, unfortunately. This one retailed for $229 when we bought it back in November. Now I'm sure you're going to have to pay upwards of $400 or $500 just to get this set. But we'll discuss whether or not we think it's worth it to do so. On the back of the box, it shows you how it opens up. It does have a full interior bowling alley, which is really, really cool. Has 2 different roof pieces. It's a huge set. It's actually 2 base plates wide rather than one.
It's very big.
Very large.
I mean, I'm new here, so.
Yeah. Cool. That is the gist of the box, though. The instruction books are all found on the app, so there is no instruction books. It's the 3D rendered ones on the Lego Builder app. The instructions reads to follow. It was a fun build. It took me quite a while because it's like 2,700 pieces, right? Almost 2,800 pieces. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the set. All right, so here is the bowling alley all finished up. Very cool. First, let's check out the minifigs and accessories. So, the first minifig is a bowling worker. Now, like all the other Bricklink sets, they're very generic. I'm not gonna lie, there's nothing super special about them. They're just, they're just kind of generic. I don't know what else to say. But this guy has a nice little ponytail. He's got the worker shirt with the pockets, front and back printing. Just looks like a guy that works at a bowling alley. And then there's a woman, exactly the same, only has a woman's face and hair. And then you have the chef. He works in the cafe area of the building. So he's got the chef hat. He's got some nice sideburns and a mustache with the chef outfit. Next up, you have the little boy. He's wearing the zip-up hoodie that is unzipped. He's got the messy hair and the short stubby legs. And then you have the kid's mom, I'd assume is who this is. She's got the pink top on and, yeah, just a smiley face. So that is the minifigs, 5 in total, which is nice. There are quite a few accessories, like you have this thing, which I assume is to set up the bowling pins in a perfect triangle. You have a bowling trophy, and then I guess these are like bowling awards as well, I assume, or just additional bowling balls. That is it as far as the bulk of the accessories. There are a few more that are on the inside, but we'll discuss those when we get to them. Let's take a look at this bowling alley. Like I said, it is huge. It is 2 base plates wide. Of course, it's sitting on Mills plates, so these yellow bricks will not be seen once we get it into our city. But the outside, I think, is very cool. I think it looks like a retro bowling alley. It's got this nice big sign with the words Dave's Bowl Cafe, which is nice and tall. It's really sturdy. It has the pole that goes down through the middle, which is nice.
I feel like when it says Bowl Cafe, you don't think of bowl, you think of
like a bowl, I guess. I think it's these big bowling pins on the front, though, that kind of give it away, that the theme of the building. Nice planter boxes here in the front with some flowers. There are some details along the front of the building, give it that good retro vibe, as well as above the door. A couple of flower pots down here as well. I thought the roof was very cool. They made it very industrial looking, like you'd see on the top of a industrial type bowling alley building. A couple AC units and generators or whatnot, fans, boxes, very cool, I thought. On the side of the building, you have more plants kind of growing up the side. Lots of brick pieces there to add some accents. Here you have like a meter, like a gas line with the meter on it. Around the back, you have the back door that leads into the kitchen. Light here next to the side, another meter over here, some type of a valve. You got the ladder that leads up to the top of the building, and then the nice details that kind of match up with what you see on the front of the building as well. Over here on this side, you have what looks like an AC style unit. More plants and greenery growing up the side with some flowers. And then you come around the corner and that is about it. Yes, Peely?
I have something to say about the bowling pins.
Okay.
The bowling pins remind me of Pizza Planet.
Oh, okay. It's kind of cool. These are full bowling pins. Like, you can actually take them off and put them back on if you want. So from the pictures that I saw, they did look like they were like half bowling pins that were built into the wall.
They really do.
But these are actual bowling pins. It does have the double doors on the front, which both open, of course, and I just broke the handle off. But the front doors do open and close. Little mat there at the front. It's kind of cool how it has the overhang over the front door. But yeah, that is the details of the outside. Let's go ahead and pop off the top and check out what's on the inside. All right, I'm gonna have Peely go ahead and take the tops off. Jackson, or Peely, if you want to do the honors. Cool, so there are two pieces. One slightly larger than the other. So you have that side and then this side. Cool, and as you can see, it does have a full bowling alley style interior. This is really what drew me to this set, was how cool this interior is. I mean, the outside looks cool, and it's gonna look really great in our city, but this inside is loaded with really cool details. Now, the first thing I will say, my biggest complaint of this set is gonna be all of the loose pieces. Anytime we open it up, you do have to pick up all of the pieces that have fallen off. There's not enough studs, and we'll talk more about that in a second, but stuff needed to be held down a little bit better. But anyway, there is a full 4-lane bowling alley, so you have 4 lanes there with pins. Each lane comes complete with 6 bowling pins, which are loose as well. There's nothing holding those down, so they can slide and move around all over the place. You have where the ball comes up out of the ball chute there. There's 2 of those with several bowling balls, 2 on each of those, and then they have the shelves on both sides that are holding additional balls as well. Along the sides, you have these cool little light pieces, which look nice. You have the seats. It does have these scorecards, which are an additional accessory as well.
Those are loose too.
Those are loose as well and able to slide all over the place. Over here on this side, you have a nice vending machine right there next to the door, which is cool. I really like how they tiled off the floor in this building. That's something that we didn't see in some of the other buildings.
You said that you don't like how there's no studs.
Yeah, but they could have done jumper studs. So I do like that it's tiled off. I think it gives it a very nice polished look and adds to the detail. But they could have thrown some jumper studs in here so that we had a place to lock some stuff down, whether it's minifigures or balls or pins or, you know, whatever it may be. It would have been nice to have some in here. Over here on this side, again, you have the really cool flooring that's all tiled off. That took a while, a little bit tedious. And then you have 3 different arcade games. So you have a shooting game, you have just a regular style arcade game, and then you have what appears to be a racing game, like a race car game.
A go-kart game.
Yeah, pretty cool. Really like that they added the little arcade element to that. Over here you have the cafe area. Now the one place that they did put some studs is right here. So these are locked into the floor, which I was grateful for that. Has a little overhang there, and you can see there's ketchup and a couple of Yum Blots sitting in the window. This door here does open and close. Here you have the kitchen, so you have the Yum Blots. You have the oven here with the overhead hood. It looks like they're cooking an egg. Some knives there on the wall, maybe a coffee pot, some milk. I really like the tiled floor in there as well. It has the checkerboard style. You got a broom hanging there on the wall, as well as a bag of garbage. And then you have a sink over here on this side. So I think that looks really cool. I really like that. I like the look and feel of that, and I think it represents a bowling alley very, very nicely. Definitely one of the finer interiors that we've seen inside of a modular building in quite some time, I think. Oh, hey, look who decided to join us. It's Jackson, everybody. Everybody say hi to Jackson. Where'd Peely go? Wait, he was Peely the whole time. Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
All right, Jackson, the retro bowling alley. What are some of the things you like about this one?
Well, I really like how they did like the roof. Well, I don't like how they did the roof, but I like how they did the roof.
Like the look of it?
Yeah, like the look of it, but and like how they made these macaroni,
like all the pipes and
and all
different
the pipes,
things
yeah,
going on.
like that. And then I really like how they added like everything that you would see in a bowling alley, like an arcade. Like most bowling alleys have arcades.
Yeah,
right?
they do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very highly detailed. I think they nailed the interior for sure. Yeah. I really like the look of it. The size of it is great. I think it's a very unique building. It will look really good, and really stand out in our city. I love the huge sign out on the front. I think that was really cool how they did that. The look of it does definitely give you that retro feel and vibe. While it looks really cool, this set isn't without its problems.
That's for sure.
There's a few issues that I had. Number one was, I already mentioned, the lack of studs on the inside to hold things down. Anytime you move this thing, you risk everything going everywhere. So there are 4 lanes with 6 bowling pins, so there's 24 bowling pins, and if you bump it at all 24 of those pins can go everywhere. And then you
got a quadruple strike.
Yeah, but then you have to reset them all, set them all back up again, which is very annoying and tedious. The other thing is this roof. This roof is kind of a bugger to get on and off. Like it just doesn't want to line up properly, and then to get it flat, it's kind of stinks as well.
It's like when you put it on, it's like.
Yeah, getting it to line up, to go down on the studs, and then to look right on the building is not easy. So I am not a huge fan of the way this roof goes on at all. There were some parts of the build that were a little bit tedious. Like I said, I love the tile flooring, but putting down all those little 1x1 tiles was kind of a pain in the butt.
Another thing that I like is how they made the arcade machines, because how they have where you put money in right here, and then like the blue screen so it shows that it's on, and then like all the accessories with it. One thing that I did like, another thing that I liked about it is how they used tiled sides for it and like the edged pieces so it looks like real. So that's just...
Yeah, they did a really good job. I know that's something Jackson's wanted in the city for a long time. Now we have the pub set that has a small arcade. Now this one has a small arcade. It'd be cool if one day they made a full-size arcade
that would be
as a modular building.
I've tried to make one, but I failed terribly.
Yeah. But it's really cool how they really seem to get all the details. The other thing that this thing is kind of missing is a bathroom. Like I feel like it should probably have a bathroom, but doesn't. But I really like the detail of the kitchen, the bowling alley, the arcade. I think it looks amazing. They nailed the look of it for sure. There's just a few details that made it a little bit frustrating, and is going to make it a little bit frustrating to own as well. Just because if you want to take the roof on and off, and also anytime you move it, everything goes everywhere. So other than that, I think it's a really, really great set. This one originally retailed for $229 almost a year ago. Like I said, you're going to pay probably 2 or 3 times that now.
You're paying $400 for this.
Jackson, do you think this one was worth the $230 price tag?
I mean, if you want a bowling alley somewhere just to display, I would buy it, but it's got its problems. So
it does have its problems. I mean, it's not a perfect set, but yeah, it's gonna look amazing in the city. So it was worth every penny of $230. It's 2,700 pieces. The price per piece is great. It is a little bit generic. I mean, the minifigs aren't that great, but
I mean,
it's a large modular building. It's 2 base plates, and it's something very unique and different that'll be great in any city, I think. So I would say if you could get this anywhere under like $350, then it's probably definitely a buy.
But
if you're paying much more than that, you're gonna have to either really want it or just have too much money, because it's probably not worth a whole lot more than $350. I could see a lot of people just buying the parts and building this for a little bit cheaper than that. But yeah, if you can get a good deal on it, then absolutely buy this set. All right, there it is, the retro bowling alley modular building from the Bricklink designer program. Do you have it? Do you want it? What do you think of it? Comment down below. As always, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, keep on building.